back with one more video in the series of videos of linear equation in one variable. In this video, we are going to learn how can we find the value of unknown variable if we have more than one operations involved in it. Before starting the video, please like, share and subscribe my video. And if you find any difficulty, do comment me under the comment section. So let's start. How can we solve two-step equations? Let's start. How can we solve linear equations if we have two operations together in an equation? If you remember in the last video what we have seen the equations which contains one operation. Like we have seen if we have the unknown with plus operation, with minus operation, with multiplication operation or with division operation, how can we find the value of the unknown? But if an equation contains two operations together, what can we do? Like here you can see in these examples, I wrote few examples for you. Here 2x plus 4 is equal to 16. As you can see, the unknown here is x. Yes, but this x is with multiplication operation here. The hidden operation multiplication, we all know. It is with multiplication operation with 2, and this addition operation is also involved in the equation. Yes, so we can see if we have to find here the value of the unknown, that is x, we have to take care of these two operations, multiplication and addition together. Unlike in the previous video what we have seen, x plus 4 is equal to 16. We had solved the equation in this way. याद आ गया? We had solved the equation in this way. जहाँ पर क्या था, x के साथ हमारा सिर्फ एक ऑपरेशन था which was addition. But here if we compare this equation and this equation, one more number 2 is with x. Yes, and if there are no sign between a constant and variable, we know there is a hidden sign which is the multiplication. So now we have two operations. How can we find the unknown value with two operations? In the next question, if we see, we have x plus 7 upon 2 is equal to 14. Here we have the combination of operations are addition, and this we have division. Is it? Now next example, if we see 9 minus 3x is equal to 27, then we have subtraction, and we have here if we see multiplication. So we have many combinations here of the operations to find unknown value of the variables in the equation. This is one thing. Next thing, if we have these many combinations or these many operations involved when we have to solve an equation, what can we do? See, if we have only one operation, we know in the last video we have seen we have to undo that operation. Undo means if there are plus sign with the variable, then by transforming that variable to the right hand side or the another side of the equal sign, what we have done? We have undo the operation, means that plus changed into minus. Here we have two operations. Then here also when we solve the equation, we have to undo the operation. Now the question arises, which operation we are going to undo first? Means here if we have this multiplication, when we undo this multiplication, it would be division, right? And we have addition. When we undo this addition, it would be subtraction. But which operation we are going to solve, we are going to undo first? This is the main thing. See, in our life, order of operations, order of performing task plays an important role, right? If we have a couple of tasks, then which task we are going to do first? It plays an important role. For example, let's take an example to wear shoes and socks, right? First, we have to wear the socks, then only we can wear shoes. Is it possible then that we can wear the shoes first and then socks? No, it's not possible. So from this example, we can conclude the order of performing operations and to do task plays an important role, right? So here we have to decide the order first, in which order we are going to undo the operations to solve linear equations. So order of operation in math, we know order of operations. Order of operations we all know. First we have what? First we have this brackets, right? Then we have exponents. Then we have multiply and divide, and last we have plus and minus. This is what we solve an expression in this order if we have multiple operations involved in the expression. But this is how we are going to solve an expression. But here we have to find the unknown value of the variable, or we don't have to solve the expression, we have to solve the equation, right? This is the main difference. So when we solve the equation, instead of going in this order, we have to go to the reverse order. This is the only difference. Yes. Why? Because here we are not solving the expression. We are not solving the expression. We are undoing the operation. We are solving an equation. So what we are going to do? We are going to go in a backward direction, right? It means in this example, if you see this example, 2x plus 4 is equal to 16. Here we have two operations, multiplication and addition. Which operation we are going to undo first? Okay, multiplication and addition. As we have to undo it, okay, we have to undo it. So we are not going to follow this order, multiplication and addition. We are going to undo this. So to undo, first we will solve the plus 1. We will undo the positive sign or addition, and then we will undo the multiplication. I hope you understood. In the same way, if you see here addition and division, okay. Now you see the order of operations. We have division first, right? And then we have subtraction. Here we have addition and division. So we will compare addition and division. So first we have division and then we have addition. This is the order of operation. But here we are going to undo the operations, right? So to undo, first we are going to solve the addition. We will undo the addition and then we will undo the division. Is it? Next example, if we see 9 minus 3x is equal to 27, right? In this example, we have subtraction and multiplication. Let's compare subtraction and multiplication. So if you see in the order of operations, we have multiplication first and then subtraction. Then if we undo these operations, we will undo first the subtraction and then the multiplication. So in this way, we can find the solutions to the equation. Now let's understand all this with the help of few examples. Let's take the example of this equation, 5y plus 20 is equal to 35. Yes, it is a linear equation as it involves one variable and the power of that variable is what? 1. Remember, linear equation is the equation in which the power of the variable is 1. Here we see the power of y is 1. So it's a linear equation, but it's a two-step equation. Why we call it two-step? Because here we can see two operations involved. This first, addition, and this one, the hidden one, multiplication. I'm writing in short, multiply and add. Now, see, as we have discussed few minutes back, that when we have two operations involved in a equation, what can we do? We all know whenever we solve the equation, we have to undo the operation. So here, which order we are going to undo? If you remember the order which we have seen, that was first we are going to solve multiply and division, then we have the addition and subtraction. This is the order. But here we have to undo. Undo means first we are going to undo the addition and subtraction and then we are going to undo the multiplication and division. Here if you see, this multiplication will undo as division and this addition will undo as subtraction, right? Now which we are going to undo first? as per the reverse order, we are going to undo this addition first, right? Now, so if we undo the addition in this equation, the equation I will write again, 5y plus 20 is equal to 35. We have to undo the addition. So undo addition means this is addition, we have to subtract. Now to isolate this 5y, which number we will choose to subtract? 20. Yes. So plus 20 here we have, and when we undo it will be minus 20 on the left hand side. Now we know balancing the equation means we have to subtract the same number on the right hand side also. Yes. Now if we subtract the numbers from both the sides, what we are going to get? We are going to get this 20 and 20 will be removed, and it would be left by 5y on the left hand side is equal to, when you subtract 35 minus 20, you will be getting 15. Yes. So now the equation which we got is 5y is equal to 15. It's very simple. We have seen all these examples in our previous video where we have to solve the equation which contains only one operation. Here we have only one operation remaining. And as we have undo this addition, last step we have to undo what? We have to undo this multiplication. Yes. So as 5 is multiplied by y, and to isolate y, we are going to undo it. See, in very simple way, we got the answer of this equation, y is equal to 3. How we have done? Simply we have undo the operations. The main thing on which we have to focus is the order to undo the operation. We have to follow the reverse order as we are undoing the operations. Now let's take one more example. In this example, we have taken the multiplication and addition together. Next example, we are going to take division and subtraction together. As you can see, this is the equation z by 4 minus 3 is equal to 5. In this equation, we have two operations. One is the subtraction and one is the division. Now we are going to undo this operation to find the value of the unknown, which is z over here, right? So when we start solving it for the value of z, we have to undo, we have to isolate this z, and to isolate the z, we are going to start with our steps. Okay. So here we have to undo the operation. Two operations we have, division and subtraction. Now if we check the order, we have division first and subtraction second. When we undo it, we have subtraction first and then division. So undo means the subtraction would be converted into addition and division would be converted into what? Multiplication when we transpose. Okay. So first we are going to undo this subtraction. We are going to undo this subtraction as per this order. So minus would be converted into plus, and we know we are going to add 3 on the left hand side because we want to remove this 3. Alright. So if we are removing this 3 and adding 3 on the left hand side, then to balance the equation, we have to add the 3 only to the right hand side also. So it would be z by 4. This 3 and 3 would be cancelled, is equal to 5 plus 3, we know 8. So we are left with this equation. Z by 4 is equal to 8. Now last step, we have to remove this division. So to undo this division, what we can do? We have to what? We have to multiply with the number, and the number is what? 4, because we have to remove this 4 only. Right. So we will multiply with 4 on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So 4 and 4 would be cancelled. Here we are left with z, and we know on the right hand side we have 8 into 4, that would be 32. So z is equal to 32. See, in a very simple way, we have found the solution to this complicated equation. What? First, we have to find the order in which we are going to undo our operations. So, order, how we will decide? We will decide by the order of operations. As to solve an expression, we follow the order of operations. So, to undo the operations, we are going to follow the reverse. We are going to follow the reverse of those operations only. Right? So, in this way, we can find the solution to this equation. Now let's find the next one more kind of problems which we can find in our textbooks also. We can get many examples and questions based on that problems. Now what if we have the groups in the equation? If you remember in math we have the brackets to separate the numbers in a group, right? So here whatever is written inside the bracket, it is forming one group, right? Now we have the parenthesis. Then what to do? See, the same thing, order of operation. We know we solve the parenthesis first, followed by the exponents. Then we have multiply and division, and lastly we have addition and subtraction. So as we have this parenthesis first, when you solve an equation, you are going to take the parenthesis, or you are going to solve the parenthesis at last. Alright, so let's, for some time, let's forget this parenthesis part and we will see the rest of the parts. So first we have to remove this 4 from here, right? I'll write y plus 4. Now if you see this y plus 4 is with number 4, right? And if we don't have a sign between a number and a parenthesis, there is a hidden sign which is multiplication, right? It means we have two operations, like first is the parenthesis and then we have this what? Multiplication. So to undo, first we are going to undo the multiplication. It means we have to divide. By which number? We are going to divide it by 4. On the right hand side, to make a balance, we will divide it by 4, right? So this 4 and 4 would be cancelled and we are left with y plus 4 is equal to 4. When you divide 16 by 4, we will get 4, right? Next, now you can see the parenthesis. Do we really require the parenthesis now? No, we don't, because we don't have any other thing, any other number with this group. So we can simply remove the parenthesis. Yes, now we have y plus 4 is equal to 4. A single operation, this plus. So when we undo, it would be minus is equal to minus 4. So this 4 and 4 would be removed. Here we are left with y, and if you see right hand side, 4 minus 4 would be what? 0. So we have the solution of this equation, y is equal to 0. Now one more example we will take of this grouping. Let's take the example of this equation, z minus 3 upon 4 is equal to 5. How it is an example of a group? We cannot see any parenthesis in this example, right? But yes, it is an example of a group. See, if you remember, we have learned in fraction chapter, whatever is written on the top of the fraction line, it comes under one group, right? And whatever is written in the bottom of the fraction line, it also forms a group. So here, no matters whether it has the brackets or not, but yes, as it is on the top of the fraction line, it is framing one group, right? So when you start solving it, you will solve this group or this parenthesis part at the end. If you remember, we are going to undo the operations in the equation, yeah, right? So we will write z minus 3 upon 4 and we are going to solve this division part first, right? Because we have to undo this division first. If you compare the parenthesis and the division, it will come at the end, right? So we are going to undo it first. So division would be undo in the multiplication. So here we are going to multiply this group with 4 on the left hand side, as we have to remove this 4, and to balance we have to multiply 4 on the right hand side also. When you do this, it would be cancelled. So this left hand side would be remaining with z minus, sorry, I wrote 4, it is 3, z minus 3 is equal to 5 into 4 would be 20, right? Now as you can see, I have removed the brackets because there is no need of brackets anymore. Why? Because there is no any number with z minus 3. Right, so we have removed the brackets simply. Now the last operation, we have the subtraction. So when we undo, it would be addition, plus 3 here, and on the right side also plus 3 we will do.
So this part would be removed and it is left with c is equal to 20 plus 3 would be 23. So the answer of this equation, the unknown variable z is 23.
So this is all about how can we solve two-step equations. As you have seen in the examples that we have very tricky variations in the questions. So please practice more and more questions on the basis of these examples which we have done in today's video. If you find any difficulty, please let me know. In the next video, we are going to start a new topic. Curious to know about the topic? Please stay tuned for my next video to know the topic. Till then, bye bye. See you. Stay healthy, stay safe. Sayonara.